Good morning, it's 10 to 8. Coming up after 8, all the latest news, traffic, travel and weather. But first, it's time for...
Telly Talk, and Billy's with us today, and he has got plenty. It's a bonzo weekend on the box this morning. And what are you going to kick off with?
Well, we're under strict instruction that we mustn't talk about Celebrity Big Brother anymore, because apparently we'll all end up start fighting, won't we? Because and even on the floor, they're all saying, get Tina out. I don't agree, but we're going to just leave it, yeah? We'll just leave it now. Shall we talk about dancing on ice?
Let's, because I know you're a big fan, aren't you?
Again, I wasn't, but I am now, yeah. It was the boys last week. Yes. The boys kicked off last week, and then it's going to be the girls this week. So obviously, hopefully, we'll have someone getting voted out this week after everyone's performed. The biggest disappointment for me, because I did watch it a little bit last year, and I kind of felt sorry for Michael Underwood, you know, because he broke his ankle and got... And he was a bit of a disappointment for me last week, because I thought when he comes back, he's going to be fantastic, and he'll be raring to go. And I think even the judges were a little bit like, you know, was there any point in coming back type thing. It was a little bit deflated, you know. It was all...
Because his head's very big, it probably makes him a bit top-heavy and difficult to balance.
Perhaps he was just playing it down, because there has been some people speaking out against the fact that perhaps he's been allowed to do it again this year. Perhaps he didn't want to come on too flamboyant.
I think it's a big media thing as well, isn't it, that obviously the Tears were there last year, and let's bring him back, and, you know, I suppose it'd be fantastic if he won, you know, coming back this year. But I think I was most impressed with Ray Quinn. Did you see it last week?
Yeah, and I don't want to like him, because I find him hugely irritating, but he was good on the ice.
He was very, very energetic, you know, really, really, like, Torval and Dean said a couple of times, even, you know, live, that they had to calm him down a little bit, and the energy and the enthusiasm was a little bit too much. But
Eager beaver.
Yes, but you can't take it away from him. Fantastic skater, dancer, mover, everything. Brilliant.
Well, Billy, moving on to this week, and hopefully there's going to be another one booted off at 7:10 on Sunday. Who of the girls do you think may go, or who have caught your eye so far? Obviously, we've not seen them in action yet.
Well, there seems to be this rivalry on screen, which I think is being very cleverly played by Roxanne Pallett from Emmerdale and Gemma Bissix from EastEnders, who are kind of doing this soap rivalry thing, EastEnders versus... But it was really interesting the way Gemma Bissix has very now quickly gone back into being a southerner, and EastEnders after being in Hollyoaks for so long, because she was kind of going about this north-south divide, you know, obviously the Emmerdale thing versus the EastEnders thing, which I think is interesting. But I'd imagine that Roxanne Pallett's going to be very good. I just think she looks like, you know, she'd have good stance and good movement and everything. It's a bit of a posh word for me, isn't it? Stance. I don't know what it means.
You never know, though, because there are people...
Well, she's shorter, and she's got lower centre of gravity, so she should be able to stay on the ice a bit longer, you'd have thought.
You never can tell, though, can you? Of course, you've got Jessica Taylor, formerly of Liberty X.
Not a clue. Oh, that's where she's from.
She's from Preston as well, so we should be sticking up for her.
You know who's going to be the total underdog and everyone's going to vote for and keep in all the time is Colleen Nolan. Because even last week, all the girls were going, we can't wait to get on the ice, we can't wait to go far. And she went, oh, I can wait. I can wait for as long as you want me to wait. So, plus, the Nolans, there's about 60 million Nolans all over the country, most of them in Blackpool. So all they need to do is pick up the phone.
Do you think she may be like the female equivalent to the John Sargent?
That's what I was just thinking. She won't be as bad as that, though, because
no one could be as bad as that.
The Nolans were like the biggest girl band of all time or something. They'll have done the dancing. She's a good mover. She's probably underplaying a little bit,
I think she might be a bit of a dark horse, you know.
Definitely.
She's brought out, well, she's been doing all these exercise regimes. She's lost lots of weight. I think she might be one to watch, but she's going to trade in on the comedy side of things, as she always does.
She doesn't lose swimming. If you ever watch Loose Women, she's always the one who makes the quirky... Right,
well, we'll have to wait till Sunday to find out who gets booted out. But can I just pick up on sticking with the ice theme, which seems rather apt at this time of year? Big film of the weekend.
Can I admit I actually haven't seen this film before, but
well, that's why I wanted to bring it up, mate. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
You want me to watch it?
I think you will absolutely love it. It is one of my favourite animated flicks for a number.
My little sister tells me all about these kind of, you know, the Toy Story thing, the Ice Age, and she said wonderful.
It's a buddy movie. It's a story of a different group of animals, a saber-toothed tiger, a sloth and a woolly mammoth, who end up... they find a small baby. Right? I won't tell you whys and wherefores of why they find the baby, but they have to escort the baby back to its tribe. And they come across all these different trials and adventures along the way. And it's kind of like a road movie on ice for animals.
Are you going to give us the... do they get there in the end?
I'm not telling you, mate.
Okay. So we need to watch.
It's 5:10 on Saturday. Great family movie, because the nice thing about about these is, as although it's pitched at kids, it's got some great adult humour in there as well.
And also, sorry, for Sunday as well, I must mention this because we've got the Sunday Night Project as well coming up on Sunday at 10 o'clock, and you'll never guess who the guest presenter is this week.
Oh, go on.
Catherine Tate.
Oh,
I think it's fantastic,
yeah,
so that
great.
should be really good, and I imagine they'll bounce off each other very well as well.
If you want a good belly laugh, that'd be the one to watch,
definitely.
I think.
Great stuff. Watch Ice Age.
I certainly will.
Thanks,
Cheers,
Billy.
Thanks very much.
OK, we'll be back soon with the latest traffic and travel news and weather reports, plus Fly Day at the Frick.
Fly Day at the Fricks, that translates to Friday at the Flicks for those of you who are a little bit confused. And today we're going to be looking at 3 films, £7 Clubbed and The Wrestler.
What's wrong with me?
You're wrong, Golo.
Well, a very good morning. Now, as rush hour approaches, let's keep you updated on what's happening on the region's motorways and roads. Starting with Manchester city centre, and still those roadworks probably causing a few delays round about now. Whitworth Street West is closed inbound due to burst water mains between Gloucester Street and Oxford Street. Likewise, over on Pollard Street, closed both ways due to water main works again, so at this time it's probably going to start getting a little bit congested now. The motorways, now we reported earlier of an accident on the M60 clockwise. We've been told that all lanes have reopened between junctions 19 and junctions 20. OK, as usual, over to our fantastic traffic cams. As you can see there on the M602 Junction 3 Regent Road, Salford area, coming into the city centre, you can see traffic is building, but nothing, you know, too problematic at the minute. Everything's still flowing quite freely. And junction 24 to 25, Bringington over towards the Stockport area on the M60. Again, getting a little bit heavy there, but nothing too problematic. M62 right over in Thornham, junction 20. As usual, it's starting to build up a little bit there, but hopefully nothing too serious over there. Other travel news, replacement bus service is running on Sunday, that's Sunday the 18th, this Sunday, for Northern Rail services between Manchester Piccadilly and Hazel Grove, Bolton and Clitheroe, and Blackburn and Colne, and on Trans-Pennine Express services between Bolton and Preston. This is all due to engineering works. If you need to have a look at the motorways yourself anywhere around the region, log on to www.channelm.co.uk/traffic. You can monitor everything that's going on there. And also, if you need to know anything about the buses, trains or trams, give the GMPT's travel line a tinkle on 0871 200 2233. And now it's over to our James with the morning's headlines.